2024-06, Commissioner Rhodes.
The Honorable Mark DeWitt, Chairman and members of the Hawkins County Board of Commission, recommend this regular session, 24th day of June 2024, resolution of reference approval to accept a community development block grant not to exceed $630,000 for improvements at the Hawkins County Highway Department to bring the property into compliance with the Stormwater Permanent Implementation Plan for the MS4 permit. Whereas the Hawkins County Commission recognizes the need for making improvements to the Hawkins County Highway Department. Whereas the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation has found the Hawkins County Highway Department grounds in violation of our MS4 stormwater regulations and will impose fines on the county if the necessary improvements are not made in a timely manner. Whereas the Hawkins County Commission understands that the Tennessee Small Cities Community Development Block Grant Program provides assistance to units of local government for this purpose. And whereas Tennessee Code Annotated Section 84401 authorizes cities and counties to use the CDBG program. Whereas the Hawkins County Commission authorized the mayor of Hawkins County to make, sign, and submit an application requesting fiscal year 2023 CDBG grant funds in the amount not to exceed $630,000 to the Hawkins County Highway Department, which has since been approved. Whereas the total cost of the project will be $859,300, which exceeds the amount of the grant, making Hawkins County match $229,300. Now therefore be it resolved that the County Commission agrees to fund the match amount listed above, and the county mayor is authorized to enter into any and all necessary agreements and assurances to implement this application and project. Mr. Chairman, I so move.
All right, we've got a motion from Commissioner Rhodes, second Commissioner Alvis. Any questions? Commissioner Barrett.
Would this grant also cover the property that's located up in the vicinity of the Rick and Box Market if there's issues out there? Or is it
No. It's specifically for the violations that we're having at the Highway Department grounds. The thing is, if we don't use this grant and we tell them no, the TDEC's going to come in and start issuing fines, which will far exceed what we're going to pay to match this grant. But it's for the grounds that the Highway Department is on. We would probably have to move the entire Highway Department if we didn't go ahead with this. That answer your question?
So if this covers the facility over on 66?
On Flora Ferry Road.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else?
I have a question.
All right, hearing none. All right, real quick.
Yes. So what are we receiving violations for? What's the deficiency?
Stormwater runoff from where the salt's being stored, where the fuel's being stored. If we happen to get runoff from there, it's going to go into the streams, etc. And they're not going to allow that, and I don't blame them. So this is building some concrete walls, some pads, some places to park the trucks, etc. So if there is stormwater, it runs off properly.
Okay, and we didn't have any funds for that already, so we're having to match funds to receive a grant, is that right?
Well, we didn't want to spend $859,300 of our money, so we sought this grant, which is going to be $630,000, which saves the county $630,000. It's work that we would have had to do anyway. So if we can get the grant and we can match it, it only costs us, 15–20% of the grant amount.
Okay, understood. And were we just ignorant of, like, that there were deficiencies, or that we were going to receive violations?
To be honest, TDEC started cracking down on that stuff. They never really said anything until just recently, and they allowed us to put that particular plot of land in our MS4 stormwater runoff, and that made it eligible for CDBG. There was a lot of work behind the scenes that went into this. Calvin Clifton's here from Matter and Craig. Calvin, do you have anything additional to add?
Thank you. Calvin Clifton of Matter and Craig Consulting Engineers. Hawkins County is part of the MS4 stormwater regulations. That's basically a federal regulation that's administered through the Department of Environment and Conservation through the state. And they make random inspections of facilities like the highway department, maybe the school bus shop, any place that stores fuel, salt, those types of things that enter the stormwater system. So, I think that, TDEC was very gracious in allowing the county time to pursue this grant. As the mayor stated, they could have started issuing fines already. We've seen that in many other locations where the owner of the property would not take proper action or maybe not do it in a timely manner, and they would start issuing the fines. So we've been on site several times and determined that these are the minimum items that have to be addressed. And we feel like that this is absolutely the best thing for the county to be able to leverage $230,000 to do an $800,000 project.
Thank you. Any questions for Mr. Cliff? Any questions remain at all? Yes, sir.
When you get creative on the budget and use like sanitation, you said you had a pretty big surplus in the sanitation budget. Can you move some of those funds to cover the
No.
deficit?
That fund is its own fund, and we can't move any money out of it to pay for anything else. Anybody else? All right, hearing none, let's go ahead and vote. Okay. Okay, he voted. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead.
14 yes.
All right, thank you.